designed to be, at the beginning, to be like an official, traditional public speaking as used to be. And I would like here to thank Mr. Imran for this, for suggesting the idea of having a public speaking cafe. So why this idea, why this concept? It makes us like being free. And look at our trainees, the participants, they are not wearing their uniform. So in order to just be free and express yourself. So this is a kind of American concept of public speaking in cafes, in restaurants, everywhere. And the question is why? Why being natural? Why living it naturally? Because ideas flow when you are natural, when you are yourself, when you are living in your very comfortable sitting. So this is a cafe. Enjoy your stay here. Enjoy your being with us. We're really happy to have you here. And I would like this event, I would like everyone to participate. Please feel free if you have any questions, because the objective of this event is to share. And before we start, I would like to ask you one very simple question. Why this building? Why the school? Why do we have the school here? Why is this school? The school has been built for you. And of course, by the government in partnership with the European Union. And why this school has been built? For you, of course. So here, why are we here? Why do we have trainers here around you, always teaching you, training you things? Why do we have a lot of staff in the school here? So everything has been designed for you. Not for not anyone else. So please, remember that you are here for an object. You are here to do something. You are here to achieve something. There's another question I'd like to ask everyone. If you ask any trainees, why are you here? And many trainees I've heard, unluckily, their answer is to get a diploma. Do you think the diploma is enough for you to join or to find a job simply? So actually, the diploma is not enough. So we have to change our mind to understand the concept. And just let's keep it simple. The time you get your diploma here, imagine the day you're applying for a job. Imagine the day you've been called to sit for a job interview. Do you think the diploma, the paper, is going to save you here to sign the contract? So here, I would like to stress very much on many skills we have to develop. And that's the reason, that's the idea behind public speaking. The public speaking has been organized and designed for this. So, the topics we're going to talk about here today, the skills we're going to talk about today, we have chosen to learn about, to learn and talk about soft skills and e-learning. So, I think now it's time to start and kick off with the first participant. And the first participant will be talking about languages. So, you know the importance of learning languages. You have phones, you have access to internet. So here, it's time to learn how to learn languages through internet. And this is what Mr. Yusuf Bilul is going to talk about. Please put your hands together for Mr. Bilul. Yusuf, please speak.
Bonjour Monsieur Pascal, vous allez bien? C'est un plaisir de vous accueillir. Bien sûr, vous avez très belle tenue. Oui, votre cité est prête. Concernant un excellent séjour. Hallo Herr Schmitz, wie geht's Ihnen? Super, dass du hier sind. Ja, natürlich, super ist heiß. Ja, bis morgen. awesome to see you back again. Of course, you have a nice room with an ocean view. See you tomorrow. Have an excellent day. They said, if you talk to a man in a language he understands, that goes to his head. But if you talk to him in his language, that goes to his heart. So the question is, how can we learn others' language? How can we learn a foreign language? Talking from my own experience, the best bet to learn a foreign language, especially listening and speaking, is through internet videos. If you do this every day, regularly, the natural process will do the rest. They will teach you a real world content. They will teach you a real world content so you learn how the language is actually spoken, which is ISTHT. ISTHT is a platform created by OPPT in order to help trainees to learn market languages: French, English, Spanish. My friends, OPPT is giving us every day opportunities to shape our future. So please, make the right choice today and learn a language that you like. Thank you.
And today, I want to focus on networking. Unfortunately, most of trainees, and they say it's all about networking and making relationships. It's about planting relationship with useful people. How you are going to do this? It's when you are attending events like this, or any ceremony or conference, and you have never underestimated any type of event, and you start making a relationship. For example, if as much as possible contact, that will enhance your likelihood of being acceptable in the job market and all the other occupations. This is the opposite of networking is not working, which means if you have no contact, if you have no relationships with people, you are going to be marginalized. No one will come at your room where you are sitting and take of your hand to the market job. So we have to be aware of this idea of making networking. And what I wanna finish my speech with is the idea that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with one single step. Start making a relationship, start making and planting a relationship with.
I'm Yunus Mortaza and I'm second year receptionist. As before I start, I believe we all have smartphones in our hands, but the thing is everyone uses it the way they want, not the way in a professional way. So nowadays we all have smartphones stick up to your hands. E-learning is a new way to archive content by mobile phone. Before we step on, we need to know what do we mean by mobile learning. Mobile learning is a new way to access content via mobile phone. What I really recommend is to set your notifications off or just turn off your phone in the not disturb mode. The second thing, and we all know about this, is the lack of connection community. The lack of connection can be a real issue when you are e-learning abroad. To summarize things, we're all not looking to sit behind the desk in a boring classroom or just want to learn in peace. Mobile learning can be a real advantage for you, can be a real blessing if you just know the way that knowledge works with you. Thank you guys for being here.
And I'm here to talk about the advantages of e-learning. Well, we all know in this small world there is bad sides of everything and the good sides. But if we keep thinking about the bad sides, we'll end up doing nothing in our life. We're stuck like nothing happens in our life. That's why I'm here to talk only about the advantages of e-learning. Well, the first advantage for me is lower stock cost. It's simply you will not pay the tickets or the bills, or you will not pay the charges, the food, because you will learn from your house, from your hometown. You don't have to go to your hometown no more. That's a good advantage for people like who don't like to move to the other countries. And the second advantage is it's most comfortable education environment. I mean, have you ever seen pictures of students in online classes while in their pajamas? You see? The third advantage is flexibility. This is the most important advantage for me because it's simply you can. So e-learning make it possible to work and learn at the same time. I mean, let me give you an example. You can work all the day, but you still have all the night to learn. I mean, 1 or 2 hours at the night. It's pretty good to. It's really helpful.
How he was encouraging us at the end about having a positive mindset and focusing in the positive side, because I think all the advantages we have, we all are aware of it, but we don't take action because of our ideologies. So I think that we really need to first have a positive mindset, as he mentioned, then we will get benefits of these advantages. And bravo, Ali.
Everybody, I really want to thank my teacher for giving us this huge opportunity, expanding our soft skills and learning something new. Such opportunities should not just be ignored by anyone. Whether you know or you don't, you just need to apply for it and seek knowledge and whatever you want. So today, I really decided to talk about something really beneficial. This is a combination between e-learning and traditional learning. Because as we know, during the pandemic, everything was shut down, including schools. But we didn't stop education. We managed to keep learning online. After the pandemic, we got back to the traditional classroom whiteboard education. But we didn't give up online learning. We combined them both. And that's, my friends, what blended learning is. Look, I want you to remember, it's just this easy. Traditional learning plus e-learning equal blended learning. I'm going to walk you through the benefits of blended learning. Hopefully, you learn something from this. You get out this door knowing something new, of course. Blended learning allows students to study at their own pace. For instance,
Still talking about e-learning. So this time, it's something really crucial that we have to take into consideration. It's something that we have to learn today. It's all about e-learning, but this time at your pace. Ilham Arsalan is here today to tell us enough about MOOCs, massive open online courses. Please help me welcome Ilham Arsalan.
Good morning. Hope you're all doing well. Today my speech is gonna be so interesting to pay attention to each word I'm saying. Do you think that getting only one diploma after 2 years and a half is enough for you? Absolutely, it's not enough. Because during this period of 2 years and a half, it's almost 3 years, you can combine between 2 or 3 other things in your studying here. You can gather to your diploma here, certificate, formation, internships, anything else can study within your studying here. So today I came with a helpful idea, which is MOOCs. MOOCs stands, it's an abbreviation or abridgment of Massive Open Online Courses. Massive means large in size, amount or number. Open, it means open for anyone. Online, it means that you are connected to a computer or a network. Courses, it means courses. You know what is courses? So, MOOCs is an online learning offering massive courses to anyone, offering courses in languages for free. There is also other platforms that are paid free, like Alison. Alison is for health, business, marketing, health, anything comes to your mind. There's also EDX. EDX is free for languages. Any language comes to your mind, you will find it there. Just take your classes and follow your courses until you get your certificate. So the ISTHT, it's not based on your age or identity or your background. Just anyone can Google it and sign up for any class you want. And when you get a certificate in some classes, that certificate you put it and add it to your curriculum vitae. Thank you for listening to me. And
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Ilhan. Yeah, it's very important talking about, it's really indeed interesting about MOOCs. MOOCs, remember this word, MOOCs, massive open online courses. You learn for free, you get a certificate, you learn at your pace, you develop yourself. Just one additional, I'd like to add just one thing, very important thing here about here. One little question. When you are applying for a job after graduation here, can you imagine how long your CV is? What do you have in your CV? Backup yet? Of a PT diploma? English? French? That's it. Is that enough for your CV?
It's not enough.
It's not enough at all. So please make sure you consider this very important indeed. Massive open online courses give you the chance to have more certificates, more graduation, more any kind of degrees, any kind of things you'd like to study online. You know, massive, you know what it's called massive? Massive, so huge, so anything you want to study, anything you want to learn. There are experts there. Experts talking, sharing, explaining. Experts, do you know what I mean by experts? Do you know what it means listening to an expert? Listening to an expert is really a big thing and really important as well. Still, here speaking of listening, we are talking about listening. The next topic is going to be about listening. So here, are you active listeners or passive listeners? So you ask yourselves and you answer your question, all right? You answer the question yourselves. So, active listening or passive listening? Active listener or passive listener? Many students and trainees attend classes, but are they active listeners or passive listeners? When we are at work, the boss is talking, our superiors are talking. Are we listening actively or passively? So the topic is going to be a positive one. Let's always stay positive. Abdghani Al-Yuli is here to talk about active listening.
My topic is something that we learn since we were kids. And we're still learning here. When we were kids, our parents used teaching us how to listen. And also our teachers are teaching us how to listen. So you see, listening is one of the most important skills we can have. How? Well, listening has a major impact on your job effectiveness and on the quality of your relationship with others. For instance, we listen to obtain information. We listen to understand. We listen for enjoyment. And the most important thing, we listen to learn.
Active listening, this is the heart of the soft skills. This is something called emotional intelligence. So active listening, easily, the answer is don't confuse listening with waiting for your turn to speak. Because while you are speaking, I'm just waiting for you to finish and then I speak. So the good habit is you listen for the attention to understand. That's an answer for your question.
The next speaker will be talking about something everyone here wants. Something everybody wants. Everybody is looking for one thing. Everybody around the world is looking for one thing: success. Success is what everyone is looking for. Lord Bazzi is here today to tell us how to learn, how to achieve success through e-learning. Please clap your hands for Nordin Bazzi.
And first and foremost, sorry for that. First and foremost, I would like thanks for really due to our mentor here and to the staff member and also to the administration for giving us this opportunity here and for the effort put into work, making this event work. Now, into what we are here for. Everyone is somehow interested in achieving a certain social, financial status, or in other words, to be successful. And that cannot be grasped unless the person is equipped with some kind of knowledge, skill, and a good level of self-awareness. The opportunity is here now, and it's for you to choose success. Thank you everyone for listening.
E-learning, online learning. Everyone knows the importance of internet and what internet can do for us. But there is one big issue here, one really big issue, which is excuses. Everyone wants to achieve something. Everyone wants to get to something. And we always have excuses against this. Even e-learning, whenever you want to learn, you set your time, you decide to learn something, and the worst thing is that after the decision, you have excuses. So, Fatim Sahara Ibni is here today to tell us about excuses against e-learning. Please clap your hands for Fatim Sahara.
Everyone here is fine. Today, I'm going to talk about the excuse that prevents you of learning. My name is Fatima Zara. I'm a resident agent. I'm 19 years old. So, what is mean of education? Education is opposite ignorance. Education is very important in our religion. So, سنة القول سبحانه وتعالى قل هل يستوي الذين يعلمون والذين لا يعلمون. And we don't forget the first word revealed in our book. It's اقرأ or read. So, the learning will push you to the high level, and you can learn anything of anywhere. So, what is the best way to learn in this time? Of course, it's learning online because it's very easy and so different in between your hands, and it is free. You can take your phone and start learning something new. So my best excuse, I don't have the time to learn something new. Everything in this life has a dark side. If you look at the moon, imagine, you will see the dark side of the moon. So thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you for being here. I want to just say thank you so much for Ms. Lali because it's giving me this chance. I want to say to my teacher, is not here. So let me thank you so much for this chance. I know this video will receive to you, so thank you for supporting me. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Zahra. Did you know? He's a trainee AF, so agent de restauration, and she's participating with techniciens spécialisés. It's a really great job.
What's a soft skill? Soft skills actually are a combination of personal habits, attitudes, attributes, and qualities of an individual, which actually allows them to deal effectively with their personal and professional life. Now, I'm gonna get straight to the point. The thing that I want to talk about is actually the first soft skill everyone needs to work on. First of them is actually the time management. So how can anyone manage their time? The first thing to do actually is to focus everyone on their goals. Put them in front of your eyes and know what you actually want to deal with it in life and what you want to achieve. The second thing, which I actually advise everyone to do, is to make a list, a simple list. On your notebook or your phone, wherever you want. Just make this list, which we call a to-do list, that refers to its actual name. What is actually a to-do list? It's a list where you put all your priorities and tasks that you have to achieve in your daily life or your professional life. My personal advice is that you actually take these tasks and prioritize them by importance, from the most important one to the less important. The second soft skill that I want to mention is actually open-mindedness. That's a concept that we hear nowadays. Why? Because actually no one of us is just an individual by themselves. We actually live in a society. The last one that I want to actually know about teamwork is having a certain empathy, to feel the people that actually work with you and to know how to let them work on their ease. So as you guys seen, when I mentioned all these soft skills, there's a point that I want to clarify that will help you so much on your journey.
First of all, I would like to thank you for your speech. And my question is being social gonna help you with your teamwork?
Well, actually too much, because when you work with people, you're actually working in a certain society, if you know what I mean. If you're not able to well communicate and talk with people that you work with, how could you think you would be able to achieve your common goals? Because when you work on a team, you actually have a goal in front of you that you will actually work on together as a team. So if you cannot communicate properly with your colleagues in your team, how do you think you can manage that?
Additional question?
Thank you very much for your presentation. You just mentioned teamwork and open-minded. A person who studies tourism or working in the sector of tourism, they almost exposed to different social background. How can a person apply this notion of open-minded?
What actually open-minded means is, as I say, to being able to accept all kinds of beliefs. Well, as you say, when you work in tourism, you expect that you're actually gonna meet a lot of people, every kind of people, from Jewish people, Christian people, people with different ideologies. So imagine you're not actually open-minded and you cannot accept their beliefs. How do you think they would be comfortable while you accompany them on your work or your job in tourism? It's not possible, as you see. So having this attitude of open-mindedness will not just help you in the concept of tourism.
Bazi?
Hi everyone. First and foremost, I would like to thank you for this beautiful speech. And my question is, I just wanted to clarify more on the notion of, while acquiring one soft skill, we are on the path of acquiring several.
Yes, I will clarify it. Imagine that you're actually working on your teamwork skills. You're on a team, you have a goal to achieve. First thing that I mentioned, you have a goal to achieve. You learn from it, your time management, managing your tasks and your goals, things that you have in front of you and you have to work on. The second thing is that you actually have to work with these people, to adapt with them. When I say adapt, I say a soft skill. It's adaptability, being able to work with other people, to accept them as they are. When you work on a team, you're not just in one position, you interact with a lot of them. This is how you learn flexibility. On your way of acquiring this teamwork, you actually acquire 3 other soft skills, which is adaptability and flexibility and time management. Do you see the point? I hope I answered your question.
And they used to take miles to reach school. Also, one of the most popular learning ways is to go to library and to read books, a bunch of books, just to reach or to learn a certain point. While right now, you can just Google what you want to learn. That's what I'm trying to encourage, self-learning. You should learn how to take this step and to be responsible for your... So that's my message to you. To sum it up, please do not stick to the traditional ways of learning. Thank you very much.
Do you think autism is free? It's not free. It's paid. The OVPT has sponsored this platform for you to take the advantage of and use it So did you know that the ISTHT platform is used internationally by prestigious universities in Europe, in America, Asia? So this platform is international. It's been rating for many students who have learned a lot from it. So please take the advantage of ISTHT alphabet along and learn from it and design your own program for yourself to learn languages. That's just in short.
For that, I would like to talk about a very important quality in soft skills, which is creativity. So, as you all know, creativity is the quality that made our world like this, that tremendous and massive artworks, songs, everything is made by creativity. So, in this presentation, I will give you 3 simple, clear ideas about how to be creative. It's a huge question, I know, but I will try my best to answer it. So, I would like to ask you gently to give me your attention and be all ears for the next 2 minutes. First of all, each one of you has a gift inside you. You just have to dig enough to reach it. Each one of you have something special, something unique. So I advise you to take that gift and improve it and take it to the next level. Creativity doesn't mean just creating something new, but also means that taking that something that we already created and taking it to the next level. As an example, our whole technology is based on the same idea. Finally, I would like to thank you for your time, for your listening to me. Also, it is such a pleasure to be here in this wonderful event. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Adina.
So, as many of you all know, soft skills is a thing that is it's a personal thing. It's related to your attitude and to your action in your professional environment. So, as an example, when you go to work and you don't have, and you're not able to participate in like certain events because of your soft skills. So soft skills nowadays are very important to apply for a job or to be competitive with others. So many of you know there are many people that are hiring people just because of their soft skills and not because of their certificates or their diplomas. So studies have shown that 99% in 2017 of CEOs who hire people are hiring because of their soft skills, not because of their certificates or their diplomas during that year. And also, in the US, Trump has signed a contract that gives the opportunity to people with extra soft skills rather than people with certificates. Because people with soft skills are more able to adapt to their environment, unlike people that are just normal people with non-soft skills. They just have a normal diploma or a certificate, but they're not capable to communicate or to do certain things. Lastly, the soft skills that I think also it's very important in your life to be successful and to have a successful career is time management. So time management is to also avoid procrastination and to do the things that you should do. And the best way to manage your time is to have a to-do list. To-do list with all the things that you should be doing on a day. You should be doing on a day and complete your tasks based on the importance of each task and the priority of each task. And also, I would like to say, I'm not underestimating certificates or diplomas, they are not. They are just as important as the soft skills because...
Any questions or anything to add? No? You're lucky, Suad. Okay. So thank you again, Suad, for your speech. The next speaker is going to talk about something very important, something many of us need today. We do want to learn online, We do want to develop using internet, but we do not have skills which are called digital skills. So, Nordin Eitogram is here to talk about the digital skills we need today. Please help me welcome Eitogram Nordin.
Digital skills have to be in your CV because of what? Most of business now starts like changing the business from the basic business to a digital business. It means you have to have these skills to give more opportunities to yourself to find a very good opportunity for you. It means what? It means most of people, they need someone to give him value to his business online. Two persons here, please. Two persons. One. You can come. And then another one here, please.
Go ahead, just okay.
It's okay. It's okay. It's safe.
Yeah.
So, can you? What's your name, please? Nuhaila. We have Nuhaila and Yusuf. So, think with me, guys. Here we have Nuhaila and Yusuf. Nuhaila has a basic knowledge. She has been in school and she has a diagram of something basic. She doesn't learn nothing online, and she don't know nothing about digital skills like Photoshop or making website or marketing, digital marketing. She has a very basic knowledge. And this one has a humble knowledge, that's a very advanced knowledge, like Nuhaila, for example. But he has like something humble. But the advanced thing in him, he has some digital skills. He has, for example, some tricks. How can he use some digital marketing, for example? He can make websites for him. He can do some stuff very advanced now. So think with me, guys. You as a businessman.
The speaker here today is someone who has learned English this year at the ISTHT at our school with teacher Buzdiga, Mr. Buzdiga. So please put your hands. He's a training officer Buzdiga for Abdurrahim. He has learned English here this year with us. He has learned English, and now it's June. No? Now he's giving a speech in front of you. Again, please, hands together for. By the way, he will be talking about the advantages of. Yeah, sure, microphone, please. He will be talking about the advantages of e-learning. So I really love that. I really like what's happening here, because can you imagine not even 1 year from October to June. It's not even a year, and you are giving a speech. Oh, that's great. So it's something we love. It's something we really love about our school and our programs. So, and also that's all with the help of the Altisia, of the ISTHT Long, okay, platform. So,
ladies and gentlemen, my name is Larbi Oulay. I'm proud to talk to you today. This is my first year of studying English in Vocational Training Center. I would like to present to you some advantages of online learning. Although this is new in our country, this is new system in our country, but it's an amazing thing. It's decade to enter to globalization world. Online learning can be as good or even better than those receiving face-to-face instruction. But it has to be done right. Here what I want you to look at. There are winners and there are losers and there are people who have not discovered how to win. E-learning is you can attend the classes from our house. Anyway, just you need internet or just on the computer, and you will attend the courses. Just you must grade down all every time on the anywhere. This is good. It's amazing. For me, I support e-learning. So what I want you to do is think about something you want for you. That's it. You have my most sincere and respect for your attention. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. We really encourage such initiatives, and they're such great job.
Hello everyone. First of all, I want to thank people who organized this unique event for us to show our skills and what we're good at, and also training us to be confident communicators. Also, I would like to thank all of you for being here to support me and to support the other participants. As you all know, online learning is education that takes place over the internet. So it's a learning method that takes place across a distance, not in a traditional classroom. Online learning has started in the 1960s at the University of Illinois by a professor who recorded himself, and then it was published on the TV. But it started with computers and internet in the 1984 at the University of Toronto. And in March 2020, the Ministry of National Education in Morocco has decided that schools and universities can start using it because as students we couldn't physically attend our classes. Let's assume that you have an online lesson and you don't have technical skills. How can you attend those lessons? So what are the technical skills required in the online learning? First of all, we have knowledge of computer terminology, such as operating systems, applications, software, etc. We also have basic knowledge of hardware and software. For example, how to use the mouse, how to use the keyboard.
We find it very difficult to say who's going to be first, second, and third. Why? Because there is a very, very slight difference between all of you, without exception. So the score always ranges between 90 and 100. It was difficult.
90 and 100.
Yeah, 90 and 100. All of it. But still, as it is more about the soft skills and the e-learning, we focus so much on how you move, how you use your body language, how confident you are on the stage. And it takes really efforts to be here after the audience and convey a message. You have been eloquent, you have been amazing and positive. But the competition says that I have to choose just 3. The first one, second one, and the third one. And I'm gonna call the first one is Ayub Bulidan.
Wait.
So I'm going to give the floor to Mr. Ibn Amran. He's going to say, okay.
And that's why I'm going to call him Yusuf Bidu. Congratulations. Let's come and get that. Thank you. So congratulations. So I'm going to call Luhaila in Belgium. So, I'm Samad, will you please come in?
That is your prize.
And
عليكم. انا ما غاديش نهضر بالانجليزيه لان ما نقدرش عليكم. بغيت نقول لكم راني فرحان، حنا فرحانين بكم، لا انا لا جعفران، فرحانين بكم بزاف. وهذه ما هي الا البدايه. ان شاء الله غادي نديروا واحد لا سيليكسيون او نيفو دي كومبلكس pour enfin généraliser l'événement على الصعيد المحلي وعلى الصعيد الجهوي. متفقين؟ دونك هذا الشيء كامل اللي قلتو انا والسي والعمر كنتصنتوا لكم حنا فرحانين، لان هادو هما لي كلي دو لا ريوسيت اللي كتهضروا عليهم. لا لونغ، لي سوفت سكيلز، ليرنين، الموكس، داكشي كامل اللي هضرتوا عليه امبيكابل افيكاس. نتمنى لكم النجاح، وحنا ديما مستعدين نساندوكم. البيرو ديالنا كما كتعرفوا ديما محدود، الاقتراحات ديالكم لي بيان فونو، وما يمكنني الا نكون فرحان. انا فرحان اليوم بزاف، واخا كان عندي بزاف الخدمه ما حضرتش معكم بزاف، ولكن هادشي اكسيلون. تبارك الله عليكم.